Now, before anything else, I am not an anti-vaxxer. I am very, very, very much a pro-vaxxer. I believe in science. If not for vaccinations, we would all have died of smallpox long ago. And I myself would have died before my first birthday even. If you are an anti-vaxxer thinking you're going to get, a lot of information here and this post is in support of your stand, sorry, not the place for you. I highly recommend you leave right now. You stop watching right now. Feel free to leave a thumbs down. It is engagement indeed for me. However, negative comments will not be published at all. Anti-vaccine comments will not be published at all. I have been told before my vaccination that I would die as soon as I got vaxxed. Hey, I'm still here, alive and kicking. Thank you very much. So those sort of negative comments will not be published. So this post is purely to share my experiences and what has happened to my skin from the time I was vaxxed in September. Experiences could vary for various people, and disclaimer, I am an allergic person. I've got allergies, hereditary angioedema down the maternal line. Incidentally, my Gran also has a few problems post her vax. Alright, now let's get started. Countries would go to war. Countries were going to go to war. Why? Over drilling rights to my oily face. That was how oily I was. That was how oily and greasy my skin was by itself. Anything would make me oily. The least bit of moisturizer, I often went to bed without any moisturizer on. No hydration necessary. Straight up tretinoin, 0.05% prescription tretinoin, no problem. My colleagues have actually, pretended to do their makeup looking at my face. Apparently they could see their reflections. That's how oily I was. That started in my teenage. Over time, after I had a ton of acne in 2016, I became very dehydrated as well. But I remained super oily, remained super, super, super oily until July, August 2021. So I've also always been acne prone. This has been worsened by progesterone sometimes. So I've had massive breakouts. You can see I have pitted acne scars on both cheeks. I am supposed to undergo scar revision. It keeps being postponed. Each time the numbers go up. So I've got to wait for, things to stabilize completely so that I can do about 8 sessions or 6 sessions of scar revision at one go, regular intervals without a break. Anyway, thanks to a very strict skincare routine from 2016, my giant breakout, and lifestyle changes, giving up dairy and being very, whole food, plant-based and everything, my acne came under a bit of control. There's still the odd breakout when Auntie Flo visits. Apart from that, my acne came under huge amounts of control. The scars remained. I was still as oily as ever. My routine was rather harsh. My face wash with 2 times a day, COSRX Good Morning Low pH Cleanser, salicylic acid based harsh cleanser, the odd acne control products. That was the crux of my routine. Glycolic acid, P50W, or the ordinary glycolic toning solution, mugwort essence. Everything worked at preventing acne or treating acne. If there was any hydration in my routine, it was light layers, Hada Labo lotion and so on. Very light layers, not thick greasy moisturizers. In fact, I must say that I went out of my way to find oil-free moisturizer. The least bit of oil, hydrogenated castor oil in my skincare would break me out. Triethanolamine would break me out. Everything would break me out. So I went out of my way to discover the right products. In fact, a very light moisturizer such as the COSRX oil-free moisturizing lotion or the Plein Air lightweight drops, that sort of thing was all that my skin needed, and I was happy to skip those moisturizers. There was no need. I could still use tretinoin 0.05% on top of Pixie Glow Tonic or something and live to tell the tale. No irritation, no redness, no peeling, no flaking, no dryness, nothing. Squalane would break me out. Shea butter would break me out. Cholesterol, that company's ceramides, would break me out. So that was the situation until my first dose of the vaccine, which was in late July. Nothing really changed. I mean, it did trigger my allergies and put me off to sleep thanks to antihistamines. You'll all know that if you've been watching videos of July, around July 2021-ish. And then my second dose was in September. So soon after the vaccination, about 30 minutes in, there was some sort of heat, a kind of hot sensation. I said, I feel a bit weird here. And they looked and found I was, under observation because I am an allergic person. And they found that the place was red and, I was beginning to itch. So I was given an antihistamine but sent home. It triggered my allergies. Yeah, that's fine. They are now back under control, thanks to antihistamines. But more importantly, from that time onwards, from September 2021 onwards, my skin went utterly bonkers. Bonkers. You want photographs? Not suitable for work. Don't blame me if you get nauseous or get utterly repulsed or something. These photographs are gross. So this is what happened to my skin basically. It went driest to the point where the whole epidermis was just falling off. Yeah, not one, several pictures here. My skin became very, very, very sore. So sore. It hurt to put on and take off clothes. I started wearing only button downs. It hurt to wash my face with plain water. It hurt to rinse it. Showering, washing the rest of my body, using warm water, made my face sore. My face was sore when I cooked and there was heat, yeah? And worst of all, wearing a face mask, COVID people, wearing a face mask, when I took it off, you could actually see the mark there, and the whole place was so red and inflamed, and that place would start peeling. That happened. And sunscreen, don't get me started on sunscreen. I had to have sunscreen all the time because when your skin is peeling, the top layer is gone. Yeah, you don't want sun damage there. So you have to wear your sunscreen and it burns. Chemical sunscreen, physical sunscreen, oil-free sunscreen, there are a lot of them. Woo! Face is on fire. You're leaping up and down all over your room each time you apply it. Micellar water hurt my face. Micellar water. Hyaluronic acid burnt my skin. Ceramides burnt my skin. Everything was burning my skin. I threw everything I could throw at my skin. Every single moisturizer I had, I layered moisturizer. There was a time when I went to bed wearing 7 moisturizers. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I went to my derm and she went. Incidentally, my maternal grandmother also had skin peeling, not as severe as mine. It is now under control. Surprisingly, after her booster dose, it hasn't happened. She's taken her booster dose and she hasn't had peeling after that. She's rather all right after her booster dose, and I'm very pleased about that. Gran had peeling inside her nose, and it was absolutely gross, apparently. And she said that the flaking would sort of get together to the point where she had breathing difficulties unless she'd, pull everything out. And that grossed Gramps out. And he kept shouting at her, saying, "You have a polyp, I suppose, in your nose," and so on and so on. And she finally went crying to an ENT doctor who helped. But, it settled only after her vaccination second dose was in April 2021. It only settled for her in December. Took a long time. She's now had her booster, no problem. This is not about aging. You cannot tell me that one fine day in September, my skin decides to go bonkers and, starts peeling like mad. That's not aging. It's not hormones either. There were no hormonal changes at any point in either of my vaccination doses. Without going into too much detail, I can assure you, no hormonal changes at the time. So what did I do about it? I threw hyaluronic, I threw ceramides, I threw glycerin, I threw aloe vera, I threw every humectant and emollient I had. I was scared of breakouts, so I didn't really throw the big guns at it. I was looking at the mirror and going, who dis? Who? I couldn't recognize the person. Where was that greaseball person? This was sandpaper face. And this was right in the middle of Advent calendar season. Just think of that. I had the Lisa Eldridge Foundation to review for you lot. I had to do videos. Each time I applied makeup, each time I was taking off makeup, fire! That was how it was. So in October, I went crying to my dermatologist. I said, listen, you've got to do something. I can't even, everything hurts. So she's known me for a while, and she was quite shocked, by what had happened to my skin. So first I started using prescription products, prescription EGF ointment, EGF sort of gel. When I applied it for about a couple of hours, it didn't feel sore, it felt good. After that, the soreness and the dryness would come right back and I'd feel like some kind of reptile. So from September, I stopped all actives in my skincare routine. Everything stopped. Glycolic, lactic, vitamin C, retinol, everything stopped. Just prescription moisturizer, prescription products, EGF. Sebamed, I tried Sebamed's oil-free moisturizer, not the gel one, the cream one. But yeah, I was still peeling. I went to another dermatologist, because I was desperate, and this person was all, you are using an active, you're using retinol, and I'm not. I stopped everything. Water hurts my face. No, you are using retinol. I can see. So when they don't believe you, and that happens, it's kind of borderline rude, isn't it? I went back to my first derm, the one I pre-pandemic, and she was understanding. She believed me when I said I'm not using any actives. She believed me. So it was time for drastic steps. I went back to my derm, and she said we'll do a sort of needling in of hyaluronic acid and see what happens. So we did that. That process helped a bit. The mad pain while smiling stopped. That stopped. The soreness, I was able to wear clothes, not button down. I mean, I wasn't walking about buck naked, don't worry. Apart from button down clothes, normal clothes I was able to wear. The extreme flaking stopped. The extreme flaking. But my skin was not, plump and presentable. I was staying away from camera, wasn't coming too close and all that. I wasn't very happy about it. So the time had come for us to move to more lipidic, from humectant to emollient and maybe occlusive products. The big guns. Products that broke me out before. So I think my derm played a huge role in sort of changing my mindset from a skincare junkie to somebody who went in for big guns, who wasn't afraid to try things that had broken me out before. So squalane, oils, paraffin, mineral oil, petrolatum, petroleum jelly. I had to use them. My derm prescribed a sort of petroleum jelly based moisturizer. I'm not going to talk about prescription products here. If I use skincare, I'll talk about over-the-counter skincare, I'll talk about that, but not prescription products. At this point, whatever triggered the peeling realized that it had met its match, and my skin was very, very happy about that. It devoured the lot. It devoured everything I threw at it. All the petroleum jelly deep inside gone. Yeah, I thought petroleum jelly was going to leave me like a grease ball. I thought petroleum jelly, my face would slip right off the pillow. Side sleeper here, people. It didn't. I was applying petroleum jelly straight to Vaseline, and nothing happened. I wasn't even looking greasy. I was looking like this. So if my face is now stable, if it is no longer sore, it is if I take off my makeup, believe me. And it is also sore if I rub a bit, massage a bit, or, towel it harshly or anything. All I can do is this, even now. So if my face is stable now, it is only purely because of the lashings of petrolatum, petroleum jelly, paraffin, mineral oil that I've thrown at it. You don't believe me? Straight up vanny cream. Vanny cream. I'll talk about the products another time, yeah? I thought I'd look like an explosion in a firework factory with vanny cream and CeraVe and Eucerin and Aquaphor and Vaseline on my mug. That's what is supposed to happen. No breakouts. Look at my mug. Where's the acne? So maybe the COVID vaccination is also a good anti-acne treatment. Now, I'm not mocking it, I'm not laughing at it or anything serious. I'm serious. I think there should be some kind of clinical trial on how the vaccine impacts acne, because they may be onto something here. Seriously. Most importantly, unless I am wearing makeup. If I'm not wearing makeup, I no longer wash my face in the AM. There have been days when I washed my face 3 or 4 times a day because of how greasy it used to be. Now, once a day, my face is perfectly happy. This is as greasy as it can get. That is why I haven't worn setting powder at all. I want you all to see, this outfit and this background. 5 or 6 videos will be filmed today. All of them, you can see the greasiness. This is how greasy. And this isn't grease per se, it's a glow, because I'm wearing beneath this Shiseido foundation, which itself is a bit dewy. Beneath this dewy foundation, I am wearing sunscreen. I am wearing a moisturizer which contains petrolatum. The Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion is beneath that. And beneath that was a Kikumasamune Sake Lotion, high moist. So, this is as greasy as that gets. Earlier, I had to mattify and mattify and mattify my face and it would look very greasy. Now I apply straight up petrolatum and come and sit before you lot. And yeah, it looks just like that. I tell you, my skin has gone bonkers. I tell you, somebody needs to do, some of those pharmaceuticals needs to do a clinical trial on the effect of the vaccine on A, acne, B, the sebaceous glands, and C, the epidermis. Another change, fragrance. I loved fragrance in my skincare. Absolutely loved my fragrance. That feel-good, joyful experience, that luxe experience. Now, I feel that fragrance in the ingredients, if I'm using, say, 4 products and all 4 of them have fragrance, makes my skin sore. Maybe 1 or 2 products with fragrance, no problem. But 4 or 5, everything with fragrance, not a good idea. So my cleanser, everything has become fragrance-free now. My skin now hates powder products. Hates powder products. You can see the flakes come up if I apply powder products. My skin is now happy with the lightest of foundations, tinted moisturizer, Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer. I try to avoid oil because old habits die hard, and when I see an oil, scented oil, you know, an essential oil, lavender oil for instance, on the ingredients list, there's this person who I was until September going, no, don't buy that. Yeah, so I do avoid oils, but my moisturizer is now straight up mineral oil. Vanny cream, straight up mineral oil. CeraVe, I'll show you those products in another video. CeraVe moisturizing cream, massive petrolatum. Aveeno daily moisturizing lotion, which is a body lotion that goes on my face now. Straight up petrolatum and colloidal oatmeal, that's all there in it. Yeah, my skin's just drinking it all up. And cleanser, oh my god, that Good Morning Low pH cleanser, even now if I apply it, I'm screaming in pain, screaming. Instead, it's a lightest of cleansers, La Roche-Posay Tolerian, that my skin loves. Yeah, there is no active in it, a completely active-free cleansers. Yeah, Neutrogena Hydro Boost cleanser, that's alright. Not as nice as the Tolerian for my skin. Aven has a nice cream cleanser and a gel cleanser. Bioderma has a gel cleanser that my skin quite likes. Simple, refreshing cleansing gel. Yeah, those very active-free, lightest and barest of cleansers. That's it. And you know what? Oil cleanser, the Face Shop Rice Water Light Cleanser. If I apply it, my skin feels sore. Even now. I'm not screaming in pain anymore and scaring the neighbors out of 10 years growth, but yeah, it is still sore, very much sore. And my routine has become more minimal now. There are all those products, you know, I can't just use any of those actives anymore. So 2 toners, I used to have a 7-step toner routine alone, just 7 toners alone. Now none of that stuff. Maybe the Kiku Masamune high moist sake lotion, which contains hydrogenated castor oil and which broke me out very, very, very badly after 2 days use in the past. I use Kiku as a body product until September. Now straight up Kiku 2 times a day on my mug, loves it. My skin's just drinking it up. Tony Moly Mochi toner, ceramide toner, again, 2 or 3 oils in there. My skin hated that stuff. Now my skin can't get enough of the Tony Moly toner. 1 essence, usually the Purito Galactoniacin essence. That's it, Vanny cream. That's my routine now, done. I mean, my face feels sore when, not all the time, my face used to feel sore all the time from September onwards until early January. Now it doesn't feel sore all the time. It feels sore when I double cleanse. It feels sore if I try any actives. It feels sore if I try on a lot of clothes. So, you keep doing that. It feels sore if I use a makeup brush. I've gone to Beauty Blender here, no more makeup brush. Because if I'm using a makeup brush and doing this, after a point it feels quite sore. My face feels sore if I don't remember, and when I'm towel drying, I'm a bit harsh. Yeah, when I say bit harsh, nothing like I used to be. Gentle compared to that. I can just barely do that. Tap, 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 tap. My face feels sore if I'm anything but the lightest of hand gentle level while applying my skincare. So now I'm product-wise, very quickly, because I will talk about products in detail in separate videos. I've moved to French pharmacy, very basic products. I'm, huge fan of Dr. Dre now. I've gone from buy everything that comes out of James Welch's and Caroline Hiron's mouths to Dr. Dre, Dr. Dre, Dr. Dre. So it's basically a mixture of drugstore and prescription, French pharmacy and prescription products. Now I'll show you my routine shortly. Straight up petrolatum, castor oil, macadamia oil, rosewood oil, no problem, my skin loves the lot. Shea butter, shea butter. Looking at shea butter used to break me out. Looking in the general direction of shea butter used to break me out. Just think about that. Shea butter on my body would break my face out. Now straight up shea butter on my face. Bring it on. The thing is, I kind of want my oily skin back because oily skin is good for anti-aging. Yeah, I was telling my derm, the problem is that we don't have a product that will make your face oilier. We have products to moisturize. Yes, we have products to mattify. We don't have anything to greasify. Hydrate is different, or moisturize or occlude is different from greasify. So I wonder what product will give you back your oily skin. I've got to find out. So yeah, it's still sore. It hasn't settled fully, but it is stable now. That's a word. It hasn't gone back to how it used to be. It is stable now. Stable. Yeah, it doesn't peel like mad all over the place. The thing is, the peeling wasn't in one area alone. It was all over the place. In the photographs, you will see that the peeling is kind of centered on the lower face. It wasn't like that. It was all over the face. It was also all over the neck. Yeah, my neck was so bad. I was wearing capes and stuff, and wrapping myself up in jumpers up to here in a number of videos around Advent calendar season. Try looking at the Lisa Elridge Foundation. You'll see, lots of capes, shorts, a couple of shorts, all of them like this, because my neck was just falling off. All I've got on is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. That's all that I've got on my face because I wanted to show this to you lot. Yeah, my neck is also stable now. I go at it with the Vani cream or CeraVe lotion, CeraVe cream, or straight up use it. I've gone in for legacy brands. This has helped save a lot of money. On the other hand, I had to spend a lot of money in the first place to buy those things, in December. So basically my skincare has gone from cosmetic brands or cosmetic skincare to kind of pharmaceutical based skincare, cosmeceuticals, yeah. Beauty, whatever care of what beauty has now become care. And I've also moved to skinimalism, fewer products, far fewer products. So maybe my skin developed product fatigue triggered by the vax. I don't know, just conjecturing here. So the problem is that my empties are going to become rather boring and repetitive once I finish up everything in my stash, because I will no longer be buying any of those things. And I've also now understood why a lot of dermatologists sort of turn up their nose at all these multitude of brands, skincare brands, why they don't really give an arse about all those, whether it is K-beauty or mainstream brands, why dermatologists don't really go gaga over them. Because prescription products work, and a lot of skincare brands indulge in so much marketing and claims, and if there is sensitive skin, it is best to use prescription products. So that is how far my skin has changed and how the situation has changed so much right now. The thing is, I've got lots and lots and lots and lots of products left. Some of it I have been giving away. My friend will very soon receive a package containing Cosrx oil-free moisturizers, some toners from the One Thing. I'm keeping a couple of those because Inkeel is very, very, very short and simple ingredients. Yeah. The Good Morning Low pH cleanser. I ended up buying 4 Good Morning Low pH cleansers on Black Friday sales. Now I've got rid of one already. I've got 2 more to go. I might keep one in case my skin settles and use it up on my body if it doesn't settle. So yeah, I've got lots and lots of products. Whatever doesn't make the problem worse, whatever is 100% active free, I will be using up. The others, yeah, and after that, I'm just sticking to La Roche-Posay, to Aven, to CeraVe, to Vani Cream, to Bioderma, to Aveeno, to Eucerin, to Uriage, and that sort of product, sort of semi-pharmacy product. That will be what happens on this channel in the future. So this, as I said from the start, again, I will definitely be getting the booster. I will definitely be getting vaxxed whenever anybody says there's if there's a new vaccine coming up. I've got the flu vaccine regularly. So I am very, very, very much pro-vax. It is just that I just want to share what happened to my skin, just sharing an experience, because in case somebody else, or maybe they want to do a clinical trial sometime, and see, you know, what's happening to the skin microbiome or the epidermis or to sebaceous glands or, you know, with acne and so on. Just suggesting this. That is the purpose of this video. It is not to throw shade at the vaccine at all. Pro-vaxxer here, people. Go get vaxxed. And it is also to express my utter shock at what has happened. Because I was looking in the mirror going, who is this person? And for months on end, 3 whole months, my skin peeled. You saw those photographs. My skin was peeling and peeling and peeling, and nothing I threw at it would make it stop. So that is what happened to my skin post-jab. As I said, pro-vaxxer here will definitely get vaxxed. I think it is settled now. I don't know if it was all the prescription products or the treatment by my dermatologist. I don't know if it was any of that, or it was, you know, it just settled down after that. I don't know. Anyway, my skin is still dry. It is still sore if I, you know, am heavy-handed at it. But I like the texture of my skin. It's feeling quite plump, isn't it? Yeah, if I keep doing that, it gets sore. So those are the changes. I just wanted to share what has happened with you lot. I don't know if your skin has changed recently over the last, from 2021 onwards. Do tell me. I'd like to know, you know, because I think we're onto something here. And yeah, if we are the cause for them discovering something, who knows, maybe we'll, you know, get a little present or something. High hopes. No, just sharing an experience here. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it useful or, you know, interesting at least. Please do hit the subscribe button, and please do ring the notifications bell. I'll speak to you soon.